Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Hotel Crafting with Nancy, and we are featuring some brand new release items from Spellbinders. I will link them down below. So this card I made off camera. This is featuring the new Feather Flourish 3D embossing folder. It is in the background here. I used some Spellbinders Essential Cardstock. This is the Brights Sampler Pack. This is 100-pound cardstock. I will link it down below for you guys. But this has 2 of each colors of Poppy Field, Fruit Punch, Persimmon, Sunkissed, Rainforest, Peridot, Teal Topaz, Island Blue, Cosmic Sky, and Lilac Blossom. And I believe this is Teal Topaz in the background. And I'm going to show you guys how I ran this 3D embossing folder through my Gina K Intri-cut, because that's what I brought with me. And then this is a brand new Betterpress plate. This is Fabulous Feathers press plate, and I used a variety of Betterpress inks, and you can see a couple different colors. And I did, I could not resist, I did run out to Michael's and I got some color pencils. So I colored in some color pencils and I put some sequins in there, and then You're Fabulous is the Betterpress plate. So it has Love You and You're Fabulous and 2 dies to cut those out. So that is Betterpress 191. So using the 3D embossing folder E3D095 and Betterpress BP 191, those 2, and I fussy cut this out using Betterpress inks and some color pencils, colored that in, and we made that very easy to make a card. Okay, so that's one that I made off camera. The second one I'm going to show you guys is using the new Peacock Betterpress dies. That is S6238. So I've already die cut everything. And we have some new papers in the shop, and these are beautiful. They are called Treasured Cardstock. So we have the rose gold assorted pack, and you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of paper. So you have pearl metallic cardstock, you have mirrored cardstock, brush metallic cardstock, matte metallic cardstock, and glitter cardstock. So this is the rose gold assorted pack. It's SCSP003. You get 5 styles of cardstocks, 3 of each, so 15 sheets. Okay, then we have silver. So same thing. The silver is SCSP002. And again, you're going to get glitter, matte, brushed metallic, mirror, gold, and again 5 styles, 3 of each in silver. But I opened up the gold one, and let me show you what it is here. So you're going to get this beautiful gold, non-shedding gold, 3 of each sheets. Then you're going to get this matte metallic cardstock, and I'm going to show you what I used here in just a second. So there's the matte, and these are 8.5 by 11. Ooh, then we have brushed metallic, beautiful, beautiful cardstock. So for those of you guys that are looking for elegant cardstock for special occasions like wedding cards, here is your foil cardstock. And then, or I'm sorry, mirror cardstock. And then we have pearlescent metallic, okay? And you can see I've cut some of that down already, pearlescent cardstock, okay? So I've cut some of that down, and we're gonna run that through the 3D embossing folder here in just a second. So that is the gold, classic gold. That is SCSP001. Treasured Cardstock Gold Assorted Pack. Glitter, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic, and then pearl metallic. This is different from the metallic gold that we have in the large pack. It is different from that gold, okay? We have the gold, the foil card, that's the gold, the red, and the green. It is different from that paper. So this is a nice variety. But I wanted to show you that because I used the rose gold and I cut out, look at this beautiful peacock butterfly die. So I cut a piece of, oh, my black cut out there. But I used the rose gold to cut out this die. And I want to show you the different dies here for this. So there are two. So I cut one out like this in black, and then I cut it out again in rose gold. And I tried not to poke it out in black. I tried to kind of keep it assembled, and then I did the rose gold and poked out the pieces in the rose gold, as you can see there. Then I cut out these circular pieces, and it's hard to see, but these larger ones I did in purple, and then these I did in teal, and they're different sizes. I did these guys in yellow, and those are in teal again. And it's really easy to assemble. And then the body I did in black. And this goes in the, there's only one of these that goes in the middle of his body. I did that in yellow. And then I just glued it all together, and you can see how beautiful he came out, okay? So I have a black card base, but we are going to use another 3D embossing folder. And that 3D embossing folder is called Peacock Motif 3D embossing folder. I grabbed a piece of that purple paper, and I'm going to show you guys, let me slide the camera over here, how to use the Gina K Intri-cut. So the Gina K Intri-cut machine has a little shelf here. And I'm going to actually, it sticks to this desk, so I'm going to move it to the very edge of the desk here. But inside that little shelf, there's a little hidden door, and I put a little piece of paper in here. So you can put a little sticky note in there, but, whoops, dropped it on the floor. I wrote a little note on here. Spellbinders 3D is the platform and the mat. So I just have my platform and my cutting mat, okay? So platform and mat. And then I move my little dials to 3D emboss and loose. Okay, so on the side, I'm gonna move you guys over to this side now. We have these little dials. So the first one I'm gonna move all the way over to 3D emboss, which is all the way on this side. So 3D emboss. And then this is the bottom one. I'm going to move that all the way to the left, which is loose. So right now, and you push the dial in and move it all the way over to loose. So it should be all the way over here to loose. And then it says number 5 on it, loose number 5. Okay, so I know Spellbinders 3D embossing folders, I'm using the platform and the mat, 3D embossing and loose. So 3D embossing and loose. So this is all the way over to here. The little dial is on loose. So that's my note to myself. And I'm going to put my note back in my little shelf here. So I know when I'm using these 3D embossing folders, I'm going to leave you guys over here, tilt you a little bit. I'm going to spray my little piece of paper on my little spritzer here. That when I'm using the Spellbinders 3D embossing folders, they say 3D on them. And again, I have my little, same as I would at home, platform, embossing folder, folded side goes up, cutting mat goes on top. Crank it through. Look at how beautiful that came out. Beautifully, okay? So now I can move all of this out of the way. Actually, I'm gonna do that again. I wanted to do that on that gold paper because I wanted to do another Betterpress plate. So we're going to use the gold brushed cardstock. So I'm going to spritz that. Same kind of thing. Look how beautiful that paper embossed. You see that? Gorgeous. Okay, now I can move all of this stuff out of my way. All right, let me bring you guys, whoops, back over here. Please don't fall down. Let me adjust you. Sorry, my hand might get in the way here. Okay, so look at. Beautiful. Okay, we got a little water on there. We'll have to wait for that to dry. But, oh, it's not sideways. That's okay. We'll pretend like it is. Waiting for that to dry a little bit. But what I'm going to do is once that little bit of water dries, I'm going to glue that down on there. Glue this on here. And then that card just needs a sentiment and it is done. So that is my second card. Hey, I'm moving along here with my hotel crafting. Okay, so for the third card, I have a piece of Spellbinders Betterpress paper that I cut down. And this is the Elegant Peacock Betterpress plate. And you can see it's a beautiful peacock image. And we have Flaunt Your Feathers, Happy Birthday Beautiful, and For a Special Friend. So you have 3 sentiments and 3 dies to cut those out. And let's run this through the Betterpress and see what it looks like. And then I have my background piece. Same thing, we would just put that on a card. But let's run this through the Betterpress, okay? So let's see if I can manage this. Don't need my watercolor anymore. Where'd I put my Betterpress? Over here. So I ran over, there's a Michael's next to me, and I bought some Prismacolor pencils, but Michael's dropped the price. They're $19.99 is their regular price, 12 count. And I had a $5 Michael's loyalty, whatever, rewards. And they had 20% off, so I paid $11 for these pencils. And they're just basic colors. But I thought, okay, I have some color pencils. And I'm going to leave these in my bag. So basic colors. So I have color pencils now to leave in my bag. It's not a lot. All right, but let's do some better pressing, okay? So for my Betterpress, and when I got the Intri-cut, I showed you guys that you could do Betterpress in the Intri-cut. So this is a pretty large image. Ooh! And we're going to put our Betterpress paper on here. And you can do, you know, black, but I think I'm going to do like I did, which is do multiple colors of like blues and teals and just kind of mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to take some leaf. Let me see if I can zoom in a little here for you guys. So on the leaves, And actually, hang on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, I went and grabbed some cotton swabs because anywhere the ink goes that I don't want it, I can easily clean it up with a cotton swab. And I'm going to grab some Azure, and I'm really going to kind of put that all over my peacock. Because peacocks are kind of teal and green and gold, and that's really where the color pencil came in handy, was just coloring it in. So that's Azure. And that's where these smaller ink pads come in handy with the Betterpress inks, or smaller ink pads that you have. Even Archival ink pads come in really handy when it comes to this. So that's Leaf for the green, Azure for the peacock, and then I'll color in some of the golden yellow inside the peacock. And then I think for the flowers, I want to go in with some wild berry, because it's going to mix in with some of those flowers a little bit. Just kind of using the corner of my ink pad. Now his beak got a little pink, so I'm going to grab a little bit of black. Black, and I think for the most part everything has pretty good color. And again, anything that doesn't, I'm going to go back in with a color pencil and color it, but I'm pretty good with how that's colored. And again, now we're going to bring my Intri-cut back in, but I'm going to change my settings back to normal settings, which was pretty much die cut settings. So I'm gonna move my lower press and twist to the middle, the number 2 dial to the middle, and I believe I had it on die cut settings. So I don't want to bump you guys. I'm just moving you out of the way there. Okay, so the top dial, let me show you guys where we're at here. I did have to change my dial. So the top dial is on number 2, which is Letterpress 2D embossing, and the middle dial is in the middle. So they're both in the middle and in the middle. And now we're gonna crank that through. Let me zoom you guys out. There you go. So they're both in the middle and in the middle for Betterpress. So again, if you have that little note, in fact, where's my pen? I will write that down in just a second. Look at that. Betterpress just fine. I could probably cut this down a little bit. And we can color this with color pencils. We can color it with watercolor. And do the sentiment. Let me just move all this out of the way. So for Betterpress, I want it on letterpress setting and 0. So for Betterpress, I want it on the letterpress setting for dial 1 and 0 for setting number 2. All right, I'm going to zoom you guys in. Move it down a little bit. And then, like I said, we can watercolor. We can do some color pencils. I don't even know. This is such a big image. I don't even think I need my background on this. I can just color it and put it on a card front the way that it is. Where did I move the color pencils to? Here they are. I can't open them. It figures. I do have my little bag of Gamsol and my little blending stumps. I did bring those with me. So you can color with watercolor, you can color with markers, you can color with color pencils, whatever you have with you for your Betterpress. But these are all part of the July 10th release over at Spellbinders. There's also a whole new release of Betterpress Christmas plates. I do also have those. So obviously I am hotel crafting. Tonight is my last evening at the hotel, so I will not be making those videos here. I will go home and make those videos for you. But I thought, well, I went and got the color pencils. I'm going to do some coloring tonight, and these Betterpress plates are so beautiful. I didn't have any markers here to color with. I have very busy scheduled. Well, this is the year of traveling. I said I go home tomorrow. I do have to work Friday. Saturday we are going to New Jersey for a Jeep. My boyfriend is involved in some kind of a Jeep show on Saturday in New Jersey, so if you're gonna be there, we'll be there for that. And then it's less, at the end of the month we are taking all the kids to vacation in Virginia. So it'll be our first official family vacation with all the kids. And less than 30 days, Tracy and I will be on the Local King rubber stamps cruise. Melanie Smith is going to be on that cruise. Who else is going to be on that cruise? I know there's quite a few of you that are also going to be on that cruise with us, so we are super excited to meet you guys for that. I have to make 25 cards for that, you guys, and I haven't started that, so I need to work on that. But I'm super excited to go on that. That's the Alaskan cruise for Local King rubber stamps. Tracy and I will be helping Lisa with teaching some of the classes for that, so I'm excited for that. Then I come back and we are doing another Jeep week with Steve and his best friends. And then when we come back from that, Steve and I have a bike week festival with our Harleys. Then when I come back from that, my job is sending me for our national work training, which is in Florida this year. So I'll be going to that. And then I don't think I have anything else scheduled for a while. And then it's the normal holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, all of the family stuff. But it has been an amazing year. My mom, health-wise, has been doing pretty good. Her back has been giving her problems again. It looks like we may have to do another surgery this year. She's kind of been pushing it off, but it looks like she might need another back surgery. She had surgery 2 years ago, I think. But it looks like Mom might have to have another back surgery, which is not good. The kids are doing great. Xavier is going to become, looks like, an electrician. So super excited for him. You know, I was a little worried there for a while because I wasn't exactly sure if he found his path and what he was going to do, but it looks like he's kind of figuring out his way. Leah is going to middle school. My job, although super busy, going in the right direction, so I cannot complain about that. I know there's a lot of like little Zentangle things going on here with this peacock, but I am not going to take the time to color all these things in. I'm just going to give it some color here, and we're going to use some Gamsol and let it spread out its own thing here. I'm not going to go in and color all these things here. I'm just going to give it some color, and this peacock is going to kind of make its own thing go on here. I'm not going to make it look all super pretty. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm very thankful to have a good job. Health-wise, I have lost over 30 pounds, you guys, which is like crazy. I am down, you guys, I went from a size 18 to a size 14, and in fact, some of my pants are size 12, which is just like, I haven't been a size 12 since I was 12. So that's just crazy. Really watching what I eat, intermittent fasting. I'm off blood pressure medication. Super excited about that. I mean, it's not easy to do. It's very difficult. I love having my snacks. Can't have my snacks. But being on the road, I really have to be conscious of what I eat, make better decisions. Steve is super into fitness, going to the gym. So he is a huge factor in kind of like, hey, you know, make better decisions, things like that. So I gotta say he's very much supportive in that. But yeah, I gotta say this year has been just a whirlwind of a year, but all good things. And I'm very thankful. I do miss you guys. I miss making the videos. I miss Stamp Wars. Oh, speaking of, we have Stamp With Me coming up at the end of this month. I think it's Friday, July. Ooh, I want to say Friday, July 26th, whatever that Friday is. That's really the only weekend that Tracy and I could get together because she has stuff coming up, I have stuff coming up, and that was the only day we could both get together. So I think it's Friday, July 26th, and it's Stamp With Me with Anthony's Paper Crafts. He is going to give you guys a very generous discount, and we're just going to hang out. We're going to play, and 7 p.m. Eastern, hang out with Tracy and I. And you guys are going to get a super cool discount to purchase from Anthony's Paper Crafts. Again, supporting another small company that travels the crafting circuit to bring awareness. This is another company that has been out, like Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, the Ton Stamps, just another company like My Craft Room. Just another one of those guys that we want to help support, which is why we started doing Stamp Wars and Stamp With Me, and bring awareness to these companies. And he's going to support us, and we want to just hang out and play and catch up with everybody. So please join us. I believe the date is Friday, that Friday, July 26th, 7 p.m. Eastern. You're going to get a discount. We're going to have a giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, I have a couple of cards on my channels that I'm giving away, these hotel crafting series. I have some foils from Crafty Critta. They are celebrating their 6 years. So I'm going to break up that foil unboxing. I didn't have time to make a card, but we're gonna give away the unboxing with the foils and with the foil art. So make sure you are tuned in to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm pushing very close to 34,000 subscribers. We are very close to 10,000 members in the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook, so make sure you're following us over there. That's where the giveaway is. So you have to go over there to enter the giveaway for the foils and the foil art. But there are 2 videos on my channel where I'm giving away some cards. And yeah, we're super excited. We got a lot of stuff going on. So I put down the color pencil, and now I'm just taking some Gamsol, which is colorless mineral spirits, and I'm just taking my little blending stump here, which is just rolled up, tightly rolled up paper. And anywhere that I put down color pencil, I'm just basically smearing it out. And I don't think I have one that has any yellow on it. And I'm just gonna go in and smear out the wax from the color pencil. And I know I don't have much blue down, so I'll get back to the blue, but I did the green, the flowers. So we're going to come back to the blue now. I'm going to put some more blue down to color in the blue of the peacock. Peacocks are just such fascinating birds. They're just so elegant and gorgeous and regal, and they're noisy. But it's almost like they earn that right to be noisy, right? I always like the white ones. The white ones are just, they just stand out. They're so pretty. So I'm just adding a little bit of that color. I'm going to find a blue stuff. And you just know when you put that, the Gamsol breaks down the wax and just makes it blend on the paper. So the ink doesn't move, the wax just moves. And you'll know when it needs more, it just dries out and it doesn't move anymore. But it makes that pencil just instantly go smooth. And it disappears your color strokes, your pencil strokes. And I like using color pencils for that reason, because it makes it look like I colored it with marker. But I didn't, I colored it with pencils. But those pencil lines, those strokes just instantly disappear. And if you make a mistake and you have an eraser, you can erase them. I don't have an eraser with me today, so I'm not going to really worry about it. But you can see I can just go into those areas and smooth that pencil out. And when it dries out, you just add a little bit more Gamsol. Add a little more pencil if you want it darker. Add a little more Gamsol. Smooth it out. Let's see, I can just go and add a little bit more in each area. Because this is letterpress, the ink is actually pressed in. So like where I'm adding this green, you can see where the ink is pressed in. It's kind of neat. It's kind of has this like debossed effect. It's kind of cool. So I have green, I have teal, I have a little bit of that purple. Oh, that's green. Now it's just trying to figure out what colors go where. All right, I'm not really trying to make this video too super long, so I'm gonna pause this. And, ooh, it's already too long, and I'll be right back. Well, for you guys, it'll be right back. Okay, guys, I made the card, and I went to ink blend, and look what I did. Dropped my ink pad. See that? So I stamped out the sentiment, flaunt your feathers, and we're gonna glue that over it. Cover my boo-boo. Hopefully nobody gets offended that I had to cover my boo-boo. Right there. There it is. So these are the 3 cards I made. Hotel crafting. I'm sorry this video is a little longer. That is using the embossing folder and the Betterpress feathers there. That is using the elegant Peacock Betterpress plate and coloring it in. And that is using the embossing folder and the dies. So there you go. All available over at Spellbinders. I will link the new releases again. Make sure you are following me because I will have more videos to come using the new holiday Betterpress plates. And remember, the Betterpress plates, these Betterpress plates, can't speak today, you can also hot foil these. So this can be foiled, the sentiments can be foiled, and after you foil them, you can die cut them. So you're only limited by your imagination on how beautiful these can come out. And you have those beautiful papers as well. Thanks for watching, guys. If you had fun, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave. Join us over at Foiling Snobs Club as well on Facebook. And I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'll be back home in my craft room. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.